Hey everyone, so I've already gone ahead and blocked out my eyebrows, which isn't a necessary step in this look. I just wanted to draw mine on thinner to resemble the character a little bit more. Now I'm just sketching out where I want the cuts and wounds to go, and you can do this quite randomly, as the goal here is to look like you've been fighting your way through the post-apocalyptic world of Bioshock. Using cotton and latex, I'm building up the edges of the cuts to give them a three-dimensional textured look. So what you want to do is put a layer of latex followed by cotton and more latex, and keep doing that until you're happy with how it looks. Also make sure you're leaving the middle of the cut latex free for blood and paint to make it look deeper and realistic. I used a palette knife to do this and also lifted the inner edges of the scars. I didn't do this with some of the scars because I wanted them to look like they were closing up and healing, but then I decided that there was too much going on and peeled those off. For a couple of the scars near the eye, I used rigid collodion to give the appearance of old/existing scars. You'll want to apply several coats of this to make it look deeper. And be really careful when applying the stuff around the eyes, as it contains ethyl and alcohol, which can be really bad if it gets into your eyes. Now I'm going over the latex with a darker color than the skin tone I'm using for the character to help the white edges blend in. Now I'm using a foundation a couple shades lighter than my skin tone and going over the latex, but being careful around the areas I use the rigid collodion, since I don't want to change the color of that. And since this isn't the natural color of my skin, I'm taking that down my neck and chest as well. And then just setting my face with translucent powder. Next, I'm drawing on some new thinner eyebrows using a combination of brow powder and pencil. I tried to go for a more rounded look, but I just ended up following the natural shape of my brows and making them arched and thin. I'm painting the insides of the scars red and then adding some black to add depth. So for the forehead, I took some staples and used prosthetic to stick them on to make it look like I tried to patch myself up. I then put on a red lipstick which was too bright, so I went over it with a darker one and then just smeared it with my hand. Next I added some thick blood and let some of it drip down. I think scab blood would probably work better for this, as I found this one to be a little too runny. Then I'm using a black shadow on a fluffy brush and very messily putting this all over the eyelid and the lower lash line. Take a smaller, more precise brush to smear some of that black shadow to make it look like your mascara's run down your face. At this point I realized I was really starting to look like Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad movie, so if you want to switch out the colors to blue and red, you could totally turn this into a Harley Quinn look. Taking a mixture of purple, black and red shadows to go over the edges of the cuts to blend them in, and this will also add an overall bruised and distressed look. And lastly, you want to very messily apply some mascara to the top and bottom lashes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up for me. I put a lot of effort into this look. Comment down below what you thought and let me know if you will recreate it. And happy Halloween!
Got that drink, it could be purple, it could be pink. 10 in a 9, you mix that bitch. Money never got till we get that bitch.